My mantra is finite heartbeats, infinite possibilities.
Having smart people around you can give you a lot of reality check.
If that voice is inside of me, you'll see it in my body language.
A number of failures along the way lead to catastrophic failure.
So that's why a lot of people are not in the know of who they are and what is true to them.
So in order for me to know me, if you would, and you mentioned a very good point, that people begin to know themselves. It's just like when I have a heart attack, then I realize that I shouldn't smoke.
It's a good indicator.
Before that, I'm just, or people quit when they have a child or a grandchild because they have something bigger than themselves too. So people change basically because of severity. I call it severity of the situation. That's either something is really bad or really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay?
Inspiration or desperation.
Yeah, inspiration or desperation, exactly. It's either very good or very bad. And then people think, okay, I can change. Now, the next thing in order to change is a matter of trust, which is the direction of change. The trust of, is that better than this place that I'm changing, better than the place that I am now or not? Now, the events can be stimulated, if that makes sense. They are external stimulation, deaths in the family, careers, grown up, schools, friends, all that stuff. But the trust, either in ourselves or if you want to follow somebody as a leader, in that leader. I think, it's that trust that comes from us believing in ourselves, and that comes from knowing more. Knowing more, meaning, who am I? Am I in line with my feelings? Do I understand my reality? I always use this example, and people now kid around with me. I always say, hey, I'm not 6'2". If I think that I can be a basketball player and play with LeBron James, I'm a fool. So I can only trust myself when I am honest with myself. And I'm honest with my situation. How do I get honest? How do I begin, in your opinion, in your experience? How do I begin to use my mindfulness to become honest with myself?
I think you have to test it. You have to test, like, when you just are thinking about things all the time, your thoughts, they get all jumbled up, right? And then you are making all these assumptions without testing it, right? And humans are terrible at making assumptions. We do it all the time, but we're not good at it. And so I talk to people about convergence and divergence. You've heard of that, right? So open up the aperture, like think about what are all the possibilities you would like to be true for you. Choose one. Choose two. Take a small step, take a big step, depending upon what you feel like, and then go into convergence. Test it. How does it feel in your body? What kind of outcomes are happening in your life? Are they good? Are they bad? Right? For example, for the longest time, I was trying to find myself. Like, wasn't happy consulting for 25 years. I mean, great people. I loved Accenture. Something always was missing. And so I tried a different role, and I tried this and I tried that, but always within the safety of that company. And it wasn't I decided to try something outside of that pond, right? Like, step out into the ocean. Let me just test this.
What was the trigger point that you said, let me do this?
The original trigger point was a terrible divorce. I was a perfectionist, a planner. I had it all figured out. A terrible divorce led me to your stuff that you love, the woo-woo, the yoga, and then the meditation, right? And
no, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Right?
I know.
I just have an issue, and this comes from the Indian culture of detachment and attachment. I am against being detached from reality of others, because impact is in real life.
Yeah.
And if I'm just focused on my own biases and how I think and how I feel, And I forget about the reality of what can be accomplished. What is the reality? What is a good impact? It's not what I feel. It's what happens. I talk to entrepreneurs all the time and say, well, I think would be good for the customers. But the customer doesn't think it's good for them. The guy who's paying for it doesn't, but you think it's good for them. This is a disconnect from reality of impact.
Well, that's
Yeah.
where the testing comes into play. And that's why I don't say just like lay down and meditate and stay there, right?
Okay, so you start a new business and you feel good about vibration of doing this thing about, I don't know. I like the environment. I like the whatever. I like
Test it.
whatever. Okay, so
And you know what's safe for you to test, right? And how do you build trust? Do you think I just give you, Sid, all my passwords to all my bank accounts and my brokerage companies? No, I don't know you that well. But I tested this. I enjoyed our first conversation. You said, let's have another real one. And we don't have to agree. We can disagree.
But first dates, Yvonne, first dates always look really exciting. I
Not
opened a
always.
business, if you pick them right.
I'm you that did it.
The thing is that let's say I want to connect this to people who are our audience who want to start a business or at the beginning.
Thanks for watching. You can catch the full Expert Circle sessions through the links in the description or the pinned comment below. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you inside the Academy.